The team knows very well that I initiated the project and asked him to join. Besides, I am senior in academic rank to him.
The method was designed by me and developed by her PhD student, and the two decided not to include me in the work.
I had been working on the project the longest and had been responsible for keeping it together, as well as being the institutional memory and primary contact person for the project. There was a push at the end from the other team members to list names in alphabetical order, and I thought this was unfair as my name then appears second, and the person who had been on the team the least amount of the time was now first.
I was a graduate student at the time and did all of the data analysis for a project only to be left out of the authorship naming because I hadn't written anything on the publication, which was never offered to me.
It happened most frequently during a time when I was the most junior on the team and did all the analysis. I often needed the pub more than the senior folks on the team and was not acknowledged for my work.
My ideas are often the fuel for the ship, but I am perceived as not needing publications.
I was a PhD student and I did a lot of data collection. I did not design the research or write the final paper, so it was not obvious even to me whether I contributed to the intellectual development of the research. I have tried with my students to give them the benefit of the doubt in these situations.
As a graduate student, I was taken advantage of by faculty members that had me complete analyses and do literature reviews without authorship credit, arguing that it was an expectation of a class, a graduate experience, or RA role. I simply chose to stop working with individuals like that. You have that ability as a faculty member, but not as a graduate student.
As I perceived myself becoming more of a senior researcher, my focus in terms of authorship was ensuring that pre-tenured faculty were taking the lead and getting appropriate authorship credit. So I took more of a mentoring role that wasn't necessarily interpreted well when I went up for promotion. People were still looking for lots of first author publications, same with ones where PhD students were the lead and I was the second author.
Many times, our faculty with more seniority will put themselves lower down the author list so as to give students or junior faculty a higher standing on the project. So the decision is made in part on the basis of seniority, but not to the advantage of the more senior author.
Mentoring students in student first author journal articles needs special recognition. Faculty are mentoring the next generation of researchers. This takes a lot of faculty time that could have otherwise been used to write first author papers or prepare grant proposals. The university should better recognize the time and skills needed for mentorship.